The aviation industry is charged with being one of the biggest emitters of carbon, with the huge amounts of fuel being burnt each day, shuttling passengers around the globe at high altitude. Now, scientists in Australia, partnered with the region's biggest industry players, say planes running on biofuel is achievable in the next 20 years. The project, Flight Path to Sustainable Aviation, aims to pinpoint what needs to be done to make that happen. Paul Graham is a CSIRO spokesman and the project leader.
Well, working with the whole industry, what we wanted to figure out was, do we have enough resources in Australia and New Zealand that doesn't impact on the food industry? And when we use those, is it going to be able to compete against fossil-based jet fuels?
Now, we're talking just about the biofuel itself, or is there more to it than that?
Well, the biomass has to be converted using different refining technologies. We need to look at all the different refining technologies, see what stage they're at, whether they match the biomass feedstocks we have available in this region, and then see how that comes out in the economics.
Now, you say in the report that it's entirely possible to get this up and running in 20 years. What are the challenges to making that happen?
A big challenge is the oil market. It's very volatile. Right now, at oil prices of around $100 a barrel, biodrive jet fuel looks very attractive, but we know, as in the past, the oil price can suddenly drop, and so creating a stable market for the industry to get up and running is a real challenge. We're looking at things like long-term contracting to overcome that. There also is some low-hanging fruit, but also some exotic feedstocks and refining processes which still need to be proven.
Of course, there's no benefit to having a great biofuel system here if it doesn't exist elsewhere in the world. Planes would leave Australia and get to, say, the United States and be unable to refuel in order to get back.
That's right, and other regions around the world are working on getting their own biodrive jet fuel industry going. We're actually in a pretty unique position here in Australia. We could, in the long term, we've got enough biomass to be able to run our entire fuel industry, entire jet fuel industry on biomass. Other countries aren't in the same position as us.
You say biofuels aviation industry is entirely achievable in 20 years' time, but by then, won't we have missed the window of opportunity to do something about climate change? That was certainly the message from the Climate Commission earlier this week.
I see this actually as a real positive. A few years ago, we were sort of thinking that the airline industry would be under huge growth pressures, but with no real option to reduce emissions. With this option now, this really does open up the opportunity, together with other fuel efficiency improvements for the industry, to have a long-term path towards reducing its greenhouse gas emissions.
Paul Graham, thank you.
Thank you.